Oh hey, sorry, I'm just getting super thick. Where am I? And why is it so messy? I don't know, man, I kind of just woke up here. But I'll circle back to the best exercises in a minute. So what's the number one thing you need to be doing more of in the gym? Dude, it's training glutes, okay? Like, for some reason the guys don't get it, the chicks are onto it, they're ahead of us. Like, all the guys that actually train legs, which isn't that many to start with, they're all like fixated on quads. It's like, what are you training for, to kick a bowling ball from a seated position? So, yeah. The human body is based on glutes, right? If you think about it, the bigger bones, the bigger muscles are down low, okay? And your glutes by far are the biggest ones. And then everyone gets focused on training arms, which are, you know, not meant to be that big. It's like, why do we have these dexterous little fragile fingers up here? It's not to walk around on. But I firmly believe that getting stronger and more powerful glutes is just gonna make your life better, and I'll explain why. My name's Jay, I'm a nutritionist and an international level athlete, and since really turbocharging my glutes this year, I've had to throw out several pairs of shorts and pants because I'm too thick. So I guess it's like double-edged. When I was younger, I did have a stress fracture in my lower vertebrae, which was painful, and every now and then, since then, it has, you know, caused a little bit of pain here and there, just kind of flaring up. But you know, my glutes weren't even that weak either. Like, I was maybe 75 kilos, squatting about 210 kilos. So these are numbers there. I could power clean like, you know, maybe like 120. So what was going on there? But ever since really focusing on the glutes and making sure every movement that is glute based is actually using the glutes and not just compensating with weaker muscles, I don't have any back pain anymore. I don't have any knee pain despite me doing so much for like jumps training, okay? And I just feel way more powerful in literally everything I do. All my track results have been up. I haven't really competed too much. I did come off a 200 meter PB, which was nice. It's not really my event, but you know, PBs are nice. And just every training metric is up. And I just feel way more powerful. Any other like hobby sort of things I do, I just feel way better doing them. You move better, like everything is just better. And like the thing is, a lot of people nowadays have back pain because we're sitting around all day. We're not, you know, in bad posture a lot of the time. And as well, through exercise, if you do have weak glutes, a lot of your other muscles might compensate and you might end up with knee pain and lower back pain because, like, say your spinal erectors are trying to work a lot to compensate for your weak little glutes, dude. So what are you doing? In the gym, I burst through plateaus as well. Here's me doing step-ups with 200 kilos, which is a lot on one leg. Here's a nice power clean with 130. But I feel as though if I were to just try any other sport like wrestling or rugby or kickboxing, like, I'd be terrible. All right, I'll be the first to admit that, but like, it would help. Anyway, let's get back to the dungeon. So I'll show you some of the exercises that have been pretty pivotal in kind of my recent programming. The gym's closed at the moment for the holidays, so I'm kind of just in here. So the first one's kind of like a single leg squat, but there's a few different things to focus on. I think with single leg stuff, you really gain so much from doing, well, for one, single leg, but doing them slowly. Number one, you could argue, well, eccentric stuff slower, eccentric might cause more hypertrophy and potentially strength gains as well. I just think with eccentrics and single leg stuff, because the reps are so long, you're also getting a lot of balance. And when you can be strong in a single leg stance, which is applicable to a lot of sports, it just makes you a lot more athletic. And your power output, like, how many sports are you doing power output with both legs at the same time? It's not many, right? And the nice thing is you can go really heavy without, like, you know, hurting yourself just because you always have another leg to fall back on. So I'd say, so for single leg, I don't have a Smith machine. It will help doing a Smith machine just because you can go heavier and not worry about balance as much. I know I just said you should do balance, but pretend this is a Smith machine. You want to be having that load right on your glute, and you'll feel it when it's not, right? Look at my knee here. You don't want this knee to be like kind of turning and your whole body to be turning, because that's taking the load off the glute. And that's kind of where a lot of the issues come from. If your glutes are too weak, you end up compensating. You know, a lot of people will talk about ego lifting. That's kind of what's going on there. But you can kind of get creative in just any really heavy glute loaded movement where it's coming right down on the glute. And another cool thing you can do, which is a bit more applicable to my track and field training, you can lower down slowly on one leg and then snap it up with the other leg. That way you're also training a little bit of power as well. If you can use a Smith machine, I would really recommend that, just because it allows you to put that pressure much more on the glute compared to this when it might be being a bit more quad based. So do that if you can. All right, we're busting out all of the shameful things today. A lot of people hate on trap bar as well, but they're probably just not very athletic. All right, so similar story here. I find this a lot more better to train the balance on, and you can also load up quite a bit. And you can kind of do the same thing if you want, or if you're brave, you could try and go up on one leg. Of course, I'm just doing this light. Because like, the thing is, if I were to do this heavy, the only thing, I wouldn't be able to talk. You'd just hear like, it doesn't really make for a great video, does it? Another thing I like to do with this is you can, even if you want, superset the single leg stuff with like a bit more explosive stuff. So you're kind of catching it in a loaded position down here and exploding up. Another few things I do like to do as far as single leg stuff, you can do kind of what I did in the gym just before, but do like a Bulgarian. I find that really helpful as well. Anything that's gonna load up your glutes and enable you to actually get the force down on it without like that bad technique, I am all for. Go for that glute isolation, work those heavy eccentrics. That's what's helped me so much. And I find with eccentrics, with single leg stuff, you can really load up a lot more weight than you think you're capable of, and as well, progressively overload, because you're gonna get stronger as soon as you get used to it. So those are my tips for getting bigger glutes. I guess I should like give you a bit of proof there. And like, people are gonna say, oh dude, what are you, into men for focusing on glutes? It's like, are we gonna act like bodybuilding isn't a little bit homoerotic? Focusing and fixating on the male body, judging other men for their body, and gratifying yourself with compliments from other men while being judged by other men on stage in a mankini. So that's some food for thought. But anyway, that's been me. New Year's coming up, or it's probably New Year when you're already getting this video. So get some butt thunder going this year, and I'm sure you'll live a better life. And any pickup sport, I'm pretty sure you'll just mog everyone. So anyway, that's been me. There's some more videos there if you did enjoy this one. I'll see you next time.